Hey guys, this is Bartholomew Orr. Join me on this journey as we chronicle the stories and lifestyle of some of the world's most innovative people who will share how their faith, wisdom, and direction help them to change lives and make a difference in these uncertain times. Today, as we are dealing with this issue, we want to talk about innovations. Because when it comes to just businesses and being successful and thinking outside the box, innovation is so important. And I have talk about Queen of Innovative, Jacqueline Rogers. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you today?
I am doing great. And I call you the Queen of Innovation because you took gift wrapping and have turned it into a major business.
Yes. It started as an idea in my head on a piece of paper, and then the paper showed up in our garage on 4 pallets. And we packed orders in our garage. And then from there, we realized, okay, this is growing a little bit faster than we thought. And so we hoped. And then we looked at a fulfillment company to help us get the orders out before that first Black Friday. So It grew quickly.
All right. And I want to unpack that because you said a whole lot right there.
Yes.
It started with an idea.
Yes.
Okay. So idea, where did the idea come from?
It started with my son. I wanted him to have a Black Santa Claus. Growing up, we do Christmas traditionally, and we also did Santa in our house. And so my mom made sure that we had a Black Santa and that we had Black Santa wrapping paper. And
now, I need to pause right there.
Yes.
Because Trey went to school Trey is my grandson.
Yes.
And Trey gets back in the car and says, "Honey, Graham, I'm sorry." And his sister Brooklyn was there. Mm-hmm. Go on, tell him, Trey, what you did.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, I told the folks Santa wasn't real.
Oh no! Oh no!
Look, it was one of those things where we were talking about Santa Claus,
yes.
and we were like, "No, Santa is not real."
Yes.
But then we told Trey, "Don't tell other folks Santa is not real." Okay, but you wanted your son to experience a Black Santa Claus, and the Black Santa Claus is Clarence.
He is. Our son still believes Santa doesn't bring all the presents in his house. We do a birthday cake for Jesus' birthday as well. We celebrate the traditional meaning of Christmas. And we do the faith-based Christmas, and we also say that Santa also brings a few gifts. Not all the gifts, but he brings a few.
All right.
And so at some point, I'm sure my son will do the same thing and tell his classmates the same. But we're trying to keep the magic going a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it started as an idea and something that we wanted for him, and then it grew, and we talked to other friends, and we did focus groups, and people said, this is something that I want or something that I'm looking for. And lots of Black moms told us we can't find products that look like our family. And that was it.
From the idea, the focus group. So you actually invited others into your space to hear from them concerning this idea.
Yes. So it really started, we looked at the market size. So gift wrap is an $8.5 billion industry.
Wait a minute now.
Unpack that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Unpack it.
Unpack that.
Unpack it and wrap it. $8.5
billion. Yes.
That is a lot of wrapping paper.
Yes.
That's going to be just torn open.
8.5. So $8.5 billion in gift wrap. Black Americans spend roughly $500 million in gift wrap. And so this large category isn't served. There's a space in the market that's not being served. And so we wanted to fill that white space with our products. And so my husband has a background in finance. And so, he's like, well, show me the numbers on this. So tell me if this is a viable idea. And when we looked at the data, he quickly realized, okay, this makes sense. There's a space, there's a market for this, there's a void in the category. And so it validated my idea, and we kept down the path.
Think about ideas, and I keep going back to that because I believe it is God who placed those ideas within us. It's almost like we're impregnated with an idea that just have to come to fruition. I was 9 years old when I got saved, and I saw this vision of pastoring a church, ministering to the whole people, creating jobs, dealing with social issues, teenage pregnant. This is at 9 years.
That's a lot for a 9-year-old. That's a
lot
for a 9-year-old.
But it has to be only God can put those ideas within us in order to bring them to fruition. But innovation says, you know what? It starts with that idea, but we must be willing to invest to really flush it out.
Yes.
So talking to the people, doing the surveys and all of those things. Tell me some more about, because now the fulfillment, and that's a whole nother side of things that people don't understand.
Yes. So when we first started, we shipped the orders out of our garage. So I ordered supplies online. They came, I got the tape, I had my label maker. The orders came in, we printed the labels. But before all of that, I worked all day. So I had a full-time job. So I was double dutching.
Wait a minute. You might need to talk about how did you innovatively parent
Yes.
and do all of this balancing act.
So I had, at the time, just my son, and so he was in daycare, and then we had a nanny, and then he went to daycare. And so I was working full time, and then at night, when I finished work, we'd pick him up, we'd have dinner, I'd spend time with my husband, and then we'd go in the garage, and we packed orders. And we packed orders until we ran out of orders to pack or retired. And from there, we quickly realized this is more than we can handle, and we haven't even hit Black Friday yet. So we had to look for a fulfillment company. And so then I called a couple of different companies, and fulfillment is when you are packing orders, somebody does it for you, right? So you send all of your inventory to a warehouse, they pack it up, they ship it out, and then they send you a bill for the supplies and for the time that they spent to pack your orders for you.
All right. I'm going to put that fulfillment on the back burner for 1 second, because you said something and talking about innovative. Now, this might be an innovative marriage tip.
Yes.
Because the husband and wife who packs papers together
stays
together. Tell me a little bit about your husband.
Yes.
I mean, he must be pretty special.
He's pretty special. I think so. I'm going to keep him. He's pretty special. So I've known him for over 20 years. We've been married for 12. And he's encouraged me in this idea. He's motivated and encouraged, and even encouraged me to quit my job and work on it full time. And so, he works a full-time job, but he definitely likes to be a part of big moments. We talk to major retailers and we have big meetings. He wants to be included in those moments. And so he kind of serves as our unofficial CFO for the business with his finance background. So we work together.
All right, brothers. Look, here's a tidbit. Especially when it comes to marriage. You want an innovative marriage. Support your wife in her ideas. Be there for the big moments.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes we think about dates and we think about all that it has to cost, but sometimes you need to make that date filling those orders and packing things.
Pack those orders. So he helped pack orders, and we really grew the business from our garage. And then from there, some of the biggest businesses in the world started in garages. So I like to say we started like Amazon and Apple, we started in our garage too. And so from there, we scaled and got a fulfillment company. And now we work with a Black-owned woman fulfillment company in Kennesaw, where we're here today. And they ship out our orders.
And tell me her name.
Her name is Lynn, and Lynn Ellis is amazing. And
oh my God, I got a chance to meet her.
Yes.
And I hope at some point we can get a chance to show individuals, because I love the whole idea of everlasting love, fulfillment.
Yes.
When many people think of fulfillment, they think of the Amazons, but there are so many other fulfillment companies that are doing the same thing.
And she's doing it. Her orders, she ships to Walmart, to Target, to Amazon, and she helps other small businesses scale and grow. And so we are just so fortunate to partner with her and support a Black-owned female business, and we both grow together.
Innovation. I've heard it said that your net worth determines your net worth.
I wholeheartedly agree. Our network has grown, and we focus on our network and growing it. And you have to support your own network, right, and engage them. And I feel like it's helped our business tremendously. Our network is a large part of our success.
You have to think outside the box. I mean, you cannot ever just get to the point where it's narrow-minded, but you have to always think outside the box. How do we be innovative? And, I think about your gift wrapping. I think about the church as well. And now I don't know if you watch Steve Harvey.
Yes.
My claim to fame is actually being on the Steve Harvey show.
Okay.
So innovative.
Yes.
I like objects in my sermon. So
Okay.
I like for people to see the sermon. And one particular Christmas, we always do this fly-in for angels and Jesus at a big soulful Christmas. So I decided, well, let me fly in.
Okay.
It was a joke.
Okay.
It was a joke. I met up there on a Friday or Thursday or Friday. I said, hey, y'all fly me in. Let me just try this out. And I made one little clip of it and posted it on social media. and it started getting traction.
I'm pretty sure that makes sense. That would
Well,
that's innovative
well,
for sure.
I wasn't going to fly in, but when it started getting traction, I said, okay, I'll do it. And actually, that Sunday, we actually flew in, and my goodness, a 19-year-old
Yes.
videoed me coming in, posted it, and before you knew it, it had gone viral to the point where, oh my goodness, 200 million views saw that flying preacher.
You know what? That's innovation, and that's it. That's content that
Thinking outside the
thinking
box.
outside of the box, and that's what we
Yes.
try to do with our products. We have an angel too, and this is our Hallelujah angel, and
All
it's
right.
purple and gold. And so, being innovative is the thing that the entrepreneurs really have to do. You have to constantly think of new and ways to engage your customers, your members, your
And
congregation.
you mentioned even about just using the different, bringing individuals in, bouncing ideas off of individuals. Have some of these ideas come from some of those
Yes.
think tanks?
Yes. So my daughter, she is 2. She has really fluffy, curly puffs, as she likes to say. And so when you look in retail stores, you don't always see images that look like her, right? So she might not see her hair that looks, she might say, well, mommy, all the girls have flat yellow hair. There's no one with hair like mine. And
Wow.
so our birthday paper is to make sure there's a little girl that can find themselves in one
like
of
the
the
little
characters.
puffy hair.
Yes. So it's important for us to continue to innovate and make our products reflective of our real world. And so we try to do that. So in our marketing efforts and our products and the way we engage our customers and our communication.
Now, with the pandemic being like it is, did you all have to make any shifts as it relates to innovation?
Yes. So obviously the major shift for us was just shipping. That was the most concerning part last year. There were delays with COVID. And so making sure that we communicated with our customers and we moved the ship dates up so that customers could place their orders and get the product in enough time. And then we also had to be mindful of just supply chain. So cardboard that the product ships in, the tape, and all the different supplies that are needed.
Wow. My goodness. So we've been talking about innovation, and here with Jacqueline Rogers with Green Top Gifts, and what a blessing it is just to talk about innovation, because even in church life, we have had to use in this pandemic innovative ideas. I mean, we have what we call digital discipleship, because we want people to feel as if, you know what, whatever you need to do, you can do it right here from your phone. And when the church doors closed, we had to really make that shift to where everything was happening and being innovative with it all.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Good. Well, innovation. We talk about ideas. We talk about just the thoughts. God is a God of creativity. He's a God of innovation. I was actually reading a scripture regarding that, and where God himself speaks about the fact, Exodus chapter 35. A fellow by the name of Bezalel, that God had given this wisdom. He was skilled in all craftsmen engraving. He was an innovative, even when it came to designing. Now, so what do you see for the future in terms of Green Top Gifts?
I'm super excited about, we have some partnerships that we're working on and looking to scale in retail so that you can order online or you could possibly go in store. We want to also expand into a book series because the children's book market is it's a $2.5 million market. And so we want to grow with our characters there.
I want you to hold that thought. Look, innovative is always about thinking ahead. And matter of fact, I want you to hold that thought because we're going to talk about it on another podcast. Look, how do you go down the road? How do you look 10, 15, 20 years down the road? So oftentimes, we're only thinking about the here and now. But if we're going to be innovative, we have to be knowing that even when it comes to ideas, even when it comes to my creativity, we have to be able to see ahead in order to plan. It is our God who gives us this creativity because he wants us to do well and to succeed in all that we do. What's your ideal? What is it that God has birthed within you? Don't sit on that ideal, but I pray that you will use it and be innovative in developing that idea. Well, thank you so very much for joining me in this conversation today. Look, let me know what you think. Connect with us. Talk about innovation on our website, social media. Be sure to subscribe to my e-newsletter so that you don't miss out on ways that you can live your life outside of the box. And I want you to stay tuned for even more conversations that want to inspire you to do the unthinkable.